so here we are for round one. As you can see, I have the choice to be on the play, on the draw, and of course, I decided to be on the play. Um, well, I'm using this function because with the play button is a little bit too fast, and I can't really keep the piece and stop when I want to. So I'm just gonna go like really slowly and right clicking every time, next step, next step. It's the best way that I found to do this. So I'm sorry if it's not gonna be like super good for you. Let's talk about the hand first. I think it's great. One of the best that you can have with John. We have a couple of lands, all the colors, and double black for Liliana, which is really important. Cheap interaction, three cards that interact pretty cheaply, and Colgan's Command. I guess it's like one Tarmogoyf out of perfection or something like that. I mean, it would be great to have like a threat, but I mean the hand it's really good, and uh, I think it's an easy keep against a lot of strategies. Maybe the worst might be when Bolt is not great. So decks like Amulet or Tron, maybe you can have some problems when, yeah, exactly, when basically your bolts are blanks. But overall it's really nice. We have Thoughtseize for that matchups. So I think it's an easy keep. So okay, let's see. Okay, so here we of course we lead with a Blackly Cliff and we cast Thoughtseize. Okay, so this hand it's pretty awkward, I would say. My opponent mulled to 6, and we have two planes, pack red, Colligan's Common, and Fulminator Mage. Well, of course we have to play like if he is gonna draw the black mana. So we have to think what is the worst case scenario is, of course, black mana pack red or something like that. And so of course, if he's not gonna draw like black, a black mana, we're gonna win pretty easily. So, what is the best choice here? I think, um, unless he is gonna hold pack reds until the fifth turn, which is unlikely, I think the best. He can't really pack red go, and he's gonna face our bolts. So we can easily respond to pack rats. What we can easily respond is like Fulminator Mage and Colligan's Command. Um, Fulminator Mage is not gonna be a huge problem if we are gonna draw a lot of lands, so I'm not too concerned about that. Colligan's Command on the other side might kill something like a News or a Dark Confidant, and getting back like a pack rat or a fulminator mage. So is definitely my choice here. And in fact, I took Colgan's Command and passed the turn. So his turn, I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, he drew the black, and so he's able next turn to play a pack rat. Okay, we draw an Abrupt Decay. There's no point in uh, playing Abrupt Decay right now, so I will just pass with Bolt open. And this is what happened. He played Pack Rat, I bolted next turn, he bolted in the turn, and this is it. So I drew Dark Confidant, which is really nice. It's in the perfect spot because now his only play, if he doesn't draw a black source, is another pack rat, which we can easily respond with the bolt. And his hand is Fulminator Mage pack rat, Fulminator Mage pack rat and planes. So we don't know we don't know one card of his hand. So I easily play Dark Confidence, say go. Um, his turn is Yeah, Bloodstain and Mire, which is not the best because now he has all three colors. And he cast Caligan's Command on my Confident. And he decided to discard a card, which I don't think it's like the best choice. He could easily rebuy a pack rat, and I think it would be a little bit better. Like pack rat, it's basically unbeatable for Jund if you, well, not say unbeatable, but in grindy matchups, if you can like hand tap with a pack rat and make a copy, unless I have Maelstrom Pulse, it's really hard to maneuver the game if you're gonna make like an XX every turn. So, well, I thought it through, and Abrupt Decay is basically the same thing as Bolt. It's gonna be like a removal for his creatures, and also I might be threatened by a Fulminator Mage. So since Abrupt Decay is double specific, and Lightning Bolt is not, I think I chose to discard Abrupt Decay, or I should have. Liliana is still pretty valuable, so I don't think about discarding it. And Kolaghan's Command might let me rebuy a Dark Confident if next turn he wants to play a pack rat. So let's see. Oh, oh sorry, I went for the Liliana. Okay, which is kind of understandable, but probably I should have chose Abrupt Decay. I don't recall. Yeah, well, it's hard to remember everything, but it's questionable between Abrupt Decay and Liliana. Um, but then again, no land, which is pretty miserable because now my opponent knows that I don't have any lands in my hand, so that means that his next turn will be Fulminator Mage, crack one of your lands, and I might be in trouble. So next turn and next turn. So yeah, his play is I'm sorry, like the replay function, it's really quick. I don't know if it's possible to no, it looks like I don't know if there's like a way to decrease the speed, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to find out for the next round. But anyway, like he destroyed one of our lands, and we drew another Blacklit Cliff, which is not the best. And if he draws another, so his hand is Pakrat and an unknown card. Um, so if he draws like another land, we are definitely in trouble because he can Pakrat make a copy, and if we don't draw a land, we are pretty dead. I can clear exactly. This is the problem. Now you can do Pakrat and make a copy. So which means I have to bolt it at the end of turn and call against command / abrupt decay it. Let's see. Yeah, he played a Pakrat, and now he's making a copy, I guess. Oh no, so he played two Pakrats. Which, well, I think there's absolute no difference. So I guess, yeah, I bolted one and let resolve the second. And yeah, now I really needed the land to kill with Colligan's command. And but unfortunately I don't have a play, so just pass the turn. So I think he did something questionable in this turn, like not discarding with Packard, I guess. Well, to be honest, I don't think it's such a big mistake considering the fact that I might have Maelstrom Pulse. So maybe it's no, it's definitely worse. I'm not sure. I mean, if I have Maelstrom Pulse, Packrat is gonna go away either way. So, but I guess if you don't discard, you don't get 2 for 1. You can just let resolve the Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, speaking of which, I just drew it, but I don't have the land, so I pass the turn again. And I just like jammed an Inquisition just to force him um, to discard with Pakret. To be honest, like he discarded Gurmag Angler, which actually I don't know why, but he did. So I was kind of glad because now I can actually Maelstrom Pulse and maybe get back to the game. And his next turn is just attacking with 2 Pakrets, make a Figure of Destiny 4/4, and suddenly if I miss again, I'm probably dead. If I draw a land, I can go Maelstrom Pulse away the Pakrets, and then take a hit of 4 or maybe 8, and go down to 5, and then Abrupt Decay it, and maybe I can do something. But I drew another spell, and I guess the game is over. So yeah, even with the land now, I can't win. I'm gonna well actually, if I drew like an untapped forest, I can Maelstrom Pulse the Pakrets again, and maybe he doesn't have um, a land for the Figure of Destiny. But it's a fetch land, so I'm just dead. And yeah, I just scooped here. Um, so let's see, game 2. Yes, this is game 2. Um, okay. Well, I think I sideboarded something like. Well, let me see. Ooh, what happened if I do this? Oh, okay. Um, this. Well, actually, I don't own the cards in my account, so I'm sorry. Oops. I'm sorry if they are all um signed as missing, but that's actually true. I hope it's not gonna be a huge problem for you. I guess I sideboarded something like Track Tusk, Kitchen Finks. I'm facing an aggro deck, so um, I usually I board the usual package, but I don't think like cards like Grim Lavamancer are good enough. He has like Figure of Destiny and Packrat and a lot of burn, so I don't like Grim Lavamancer. It's more like a mm, I don't know his deck a lot, but he looks like more of a mid-range than an aggro, um, and it could grind me. So I think cards like Dark Confidant are a little bit more valuable, and so I tried to put some cards like Kitchen Finks and Track Tusk that are good against a grind matchup, and also helps me from the aggro part. So he's definitely the aggressor in the matchup, and but still I don't think he's a full aggro and should be treated as some sort of mid range. So I think I played something like a Kitchen Finks. Um, I don't think I boarded Anger of the Gods, nor Lavamancer. Probably I boarded an Olivia. So I guess only these 3 cards, and I poured out like a couple of Thoughtseize, because for 2 different reasons. If he's grindy enough, we are gonna be like hellbent soon. And also Thoughtseize deals some damage to me. So I guess I boarded out a couple of Thoughtseize and something else. Um, or maybe not, just a couple of Thoughtseize for like a Kitchen Finks and a Trog Tusk. Or maybe I removed the Tassigor for an Olivia, but aside from that, I just keep the deck as it is. Or maybe I can shave like a Liliana, but not more than that. I don't think we are really suited against this deck, but I don't think we need it, to be fair. So this hand is optimal. We still have Thoughtseize, so probably I just took away like a Liliana, as I mentioned, but probably I should have took away Thoughtseize, as probably I did in game 3. Um, so well, we really like turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Tarmogoyf, so it's actually good. We have another Tarmogoyf plus discard spell if we hit the third land drop, so it's okay. And then like for the late game we have Track Dusk, so this is definitely a keep. Um, so he mulliganed to 6 again, and we might lead with Inquisition. Okay, so his hand is not great against us. We have Packrat, Figure of Destiny, a couple of Lightning Helix, and a couple of lands. Lightning Helix is definitely not a good card against us. I mean, mm, it it can kill a Dark Confidant, but aside from that, or maybe a News if I play it like naked on turn 2 or 3. But overall, I don't think like it's that good. He has 2 threat. We have 2 discards. 2 discard spells. I think it's pretty straightforward. I guess this turn I took Figure of Destiny since I don't have a removal for it. I believe. And then the choice is taking away the pack rat or playing a Tarmogoyf, but I think I don't quite remember, but what I would have done right now is take now the Figure of Destiny and then take the pack rat. And yeah, looks like exactly what I did. So unless I drew a removal for pack rat, I'm gonna discard it. Well, okay. So we have the removal, but anyway, we might lead with Tatsis in case he has two threats. And yeah, just take the pack rat and leave the removal for the next one, I guess. So his turn is passing the turn, and this is it. I've cracked the fetch, and you have a turn, and yeah. Well, might lead with a Tarmogoyf. His land go. His turn is land go, and he still have 2 Lightning Helix and 1 Bolt that we know of. Not sure if we know also the second land. It might be. No, I think one. Yeah, no, I think we don't know one card. So, well, this is perfect. We can lead. We can do Inquisition. We can Inquisition him. Yeah, first attack in case he wants to double bolt our Tarmogoyf. He might be forced to do it if we play an Inquisition. So we might we might be able to steal a couple of damage if he doesn't want to spend 2 burns on my Tarmogoyf. That's true. It's true that we can attack for one point of damage more if we go Inquisition, but the thing is that if I took Bolt with Inquisition, he is not able to kill my Tarmogoyf right away. So in response to the Inquisition, it might be kinda inclined to kill it. So I prefer 3 damage that are pretty safe because I don't think he's gonna like double bolt it if he doesn't know about the Inquisition instead of possible 4. So right now I think I just played Inquisition and he let it resolve. I don't think it's a particularly good choice. It might I don't know actually. It's pretty bad to kill a Tarmogoyf with double bolt, uh, but it might be necessary. So I took Lightning Helix. I should have probably take bolt, but maybe he's not inclined to kill it. Otherwise, he would have done it in response to the Inquisition. So I think, well, in that spot, we can either take away the Helix and spare some life gain, or um, or take the bolt and be completely sure that one Tarmogoyf is not gonna die in our end step. But since I gave him the possibility of killing my Tarmogoyf and he didn't, I think he wasn't inclined to kill it, which led me to take the Helix. So now it's time for another Tarmogoyf. and pass the turn. So it just cracked the fetch. It didn't kill my Tarmogoyf, which is it might be a mistake. So now he's double killing my Tarmogoyf. Mm, it's, I guess, a substantial waste of mana. So we are one land away from Traktus. This turn is pretty straightforward. Just bash with the Tarmogoyf and pass. His hand is an unknown card. Is it blocked? Oh, okay. Next step. Next step. So his play here, I guess, is the Thoughtseize. Yes. Okay. Is the Thoughteize gonna take away the Traktus and pass the turn? Yeah. The other card is a land. And yeah, just bash with Tarmogoyf and pass the turn. Um, Here I just attack with Tarmogoyf, but since he he has stuff like Lightning Helix, I don't want to fire my bolt. I'm just gonna pass the turn and see what happens, and if he responds somehow with something, I'm just gonna fire up the bolt, or if he fetch, I'm just gonna fire up the bolt, because right now I might waste two lightning bolt just to have back one Elix in my face and be at one, and maybe he can draw like a removal for Tarmogoyf, and I'm basically naked. So I don't want to do that. So if he if I'm forms to, I'm gonna do it. But aside from that, like I'm just happy with it. Like if he plays something like, I don't know, a pack rat, or I might be inclined to double bolt him, and then he has to champ with the pack rat if he has lightning elix. So here is Brimaz, but is in champ mode. Well, there's Callaghan command, so he's just dead even with an elix. So I just fire up a couple of bolts and the game is set. So uh, I guess I didn't change quite a lot. Maybe I took away the Thoughtseize and put back like Liliana's or something like that. I don't quite remember what I did, so I'm sorry about that. So let's replay game 3. Let's see if it works. So I hope this mode is still fun for you. I guess it it takes a little bit more time, but I can discuss a little bit more of my plays and what I'm doing. And why is it stuck? Come on. Um, I hope this then again it's still enjoyable. I hope so. I think it's helpful for me because I can replay my games and see if after 12 hours I would have done something different, and which is really valuable to me. And I hope we can still like learning together between my plays and my and the whole myself 12 hours ago plays. So well, I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think for an in-depth discussion about what to do and what to keep and how to sideboard, it's really valuable to take my time. So that's why I'm taking so long. And I think anyway, it's fun to record, and there's definitely less work for me because I don't have to do like this double step thing. But once in a while, I think it's really great. Um, so this hand is clearly a mulligan. We don't have lands. And this hand is a little bit borderline, I would say, because we don't have an actual discard spell or a removal, but we have good cards overall and a strong mana base. We have all the colors: double black for Liliana, double green for Kitchen Finks. Well, Verdant Catacombs is gonna get Overgrown Tomb most definitely. Um, or actually, I depending how I subboarded, but I think I kept 4 Lilianas in. I can also take Stomping Ground if I need the double red. But I guess well, the mana is good and we have 3 good cards against the matchup, so I think there's no problem at all. Um, Keeping this. I would love like a removal soon enough, especially if he goes Packard Go. But I mean, going to 5, I think is gonna be more a liability than the fact that I don't have a removal right now. So Catacombs Go, and I think his play is Packard Go, and my play is Overgrown Tomb Go. Crack the fetch end of turn and untap. So, well, still no removal. So I guess my play is Dark Confident Go, hoping to not get bolted. Well, actually, even if he removes Dark Confident, is actually good because I can untap and if I draw a removal for Packrat is good because I don't have to spend two removals. Um, but the scenario in which is gonna put a pack run into play, it's also pretty good to me because I'm doing card advantage as well. So I can't really block here. I thought it through, but it's nonsensical. So I just gonna pass the turn, and he's playing Birmaz, which I think is a substantial error. Because I can single-handedly kill a pack rat and the Birmaz. So still no removal, which is not great. And I guess I will lead with the Kitchen Things Go. Here I'm in a pretty terrible spot, and but in my opinion he doesn't have a burn spell. Otherwise he would have killed the Dark Confidant. And he knows that I don't have a removal spell either because I wouldn't do something stupid like playing a Kitchen Things. So basically, if both have read correctly the opponent, I know that he doesn't have removal, and and he knows that I don't. So my inclination is to double block Brimaz, otherwise, and then start maybe gaining some value with Scavenging Ooze and another Dark Confidant. And but in the end, like I kitchened a little bit, and I just forced a trade with the pack rat. He attacked with everything, but that's a play that I can do next turn, so I get a little bit more value of Kitchen Things, being able to trade a pack rat, gaining 2 life, and then trade again with Brimaz if I don't draw a removal spell. I should have probably uh, not like F6 the turn now, so you can see a little bit better. But the attack was Packrat attack, Brimaz attack, and I block with the Kitchen Finks, the Packrat, forcing him to waste his turn, discarding a card, and make Packrat a 2/2 in order to trade with the Kitchen Finks, which I think it's still a pretty bad attack for him as well. He should have attacked probably only with Brimaz, and I would have like double block it for sure. Like if Packrat goes to 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, I can't win. So since he gave me the possibility of killing a Packrat, and also the fact is that if he's forced to do a token, then he's tapped out with just one Packrat, and I can kill it if I draw a removal, which luckily this time happened. So I think my play is kill the Packrat, and I think playing a Ooze Yeah, then again, I don't think he's holding a removal because for how he's playing, I don't think he has a removal. So I just pass the turn here, and I'm ready to double block the Brimaz. It might have drawn it right now, uh, but to me, it doesn't have a removal, and but I also kind of forced to do it to 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 try to kill the Brimaz with a removal. I'm kind of 2 for 1, but maybe I can untap with a track desk or something, and that will single-handedly like deal with the Brimaz with also 5 life. So he decided to attack with just with not with the cat soldier. I don't know why. I mean, if I want to trade one of these for a cat soldier, he should be happy. But here, like this double block, Scavenging Goose blocked the token, and so we spared also 1 damage. And this resolves, and I'm happy I can trade the Brimaz, and now I can maybe win the game with the Scavenging Goose, give me back a lot of life, and there's plenty of creatures in the graveyard. So here's a Fulminator, and unfortunately a Thoughtseize for my track desk. The track desk is not gonna resolve in this match. Never. So now I drew a Bolt, which is kind of safe, and here I made a huge mistake, I guess, because I tapped out. I instantly removed 2 creatures because I need the ooze to be 4/4, and now I play the confident because I want to. But I completely forgot the fact that he has Figure of Destiny, and I should have lead with Blood Creep and tapped go, while I just played Raging Ravine to spare me a couple of damage. But what happened is Figure of Destiny make it 4/4, and now I'm in a spot of losing the game because if he draws a land, 8/8 bash, and I need to draw a removal. So it's a terrible mistake. I should have played a Blood Crypt because I should remember of Figure of Destiny, and in this spot I'm not able to beat it if I don't draw a removal and if he hits the 6th land. So well, here the only possible thing to do is um, I think attack, because if he hits the land, I'm fucked. There's no way I can win this game. So I might try to race him, but it's rather hard with 2 charm blocks. I guess it's a pretty it's a pretty unsafe play, but if if he doesn't hit the land, then I maybe can race him because my Ooze is gonna like gain a lot of life. There's 4 creature still in the graveyard, and I can and if I'm really desperate, I can block bolt your figure. Um, so I think I can trade it. I can race it and maybe get rid of the charm blocks if he decided to go for if he's threatened too much by my ooze. But since he declared no blocks, I just exile all and bash 8, which is really important right now. And so then again, like if it's like the 6th land is gonna monstrous the Figure of Destiny and bash for 8, so I don't think staying back with the ooze is good enough. And I can still clear the blockers if he decides to attack with the Fulminator, and um, maybe I can kill the cat soldier with the bolt. If he attacks like Fulminator Mage, Cat Soldier, Figure of Destiny with everything, I can maybe like clear the way with a Cat Soldier, but it would have done that. But if he attacks with everything, I can like just block Dark Confidant here, Bolt here, and then like, or even if he doesn't attack, I can like bolt here and force a champ block of some sort. I don't know, but still, like I think 8 damage were pretty important in this race, and now and I'm a pretty well, not healthy life, but I'm a 16, so is pretty far away from killing me if he doesn't draw a land. So he decided to attack only with a Figure of Destiny, of course, because otherwise is simply dead to Lightning Bolt. And I just take the damage, and so Tashiguro should be out of the main right now, so I'm not too concerned of taking 6. And who's coming? I don't quite remember. Something bad? Oh yeah, Gurmagangler. I believe. Or yeah, I think it's a Gurmagangler. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, Tarmogoyf, Verdant Catacombs. So now I can still well, now we are facing the same problem. Then again, I can pass the turn, and I can pass the turn, but it's not good enough because if he find the 6th land, 8/8 the figure, I'm dead in 2 attacks. Or probably I'm just dead for my Dark Confidant. So Dark Confidant needs to die right now. Um, well, to be honest, as my opponent played during this game, I I don't know. I kind of knew that it's not like the perfect player. So if I maybe send my Dark Confidant, it will block with Gurmagangler. Um, I don't know how I had this feeling, but it's a possibility. He played. He let me several times kill the Packrat with playing the Brimaz, not discarding, forcing him to discard a card with the attack of Kitchen Finks. So I know he's not playing optimally. So I just want to try this attack, and also Dark Confidant as to die, because if he gets me with a figure, Dark Confidant needs to be dead. So my best scenario is chump the Scavenging Goose, block the Confidant with the Gurmagangler. I can bolt the Gurmagangler and eat, like, the best case scenario, I eat 3 creatures more, and then I have Tarmogoyf. And I can Inquisition him and still have the Tarmogoyf 4 or 5 for the figure. Because I'm not gonna eat every creature, just leave 1 creature, so the Tarmogoyf is 3/4, and with the Inquisition is a 4/5. So I think that's exactly what happened. And in case I just have a chump block of Tarmogoyf if he doesn't block with Gurmagangler, and then I can go Tarmogoyf, Lightning Bolt on a Gurmagangler if I need to. So this is exactly the attack that I'm doing. And then again, this line is only because I'm threatened to die with by this Figure of Destiny. Otherwise, I would have done anything like that. With a Bolt Open, I would have killed this, stay back with the Ooze, gain some advantage with Dark Confidant, play my cards, find a removal for Gurmag, and then kill him. But I guess this line is really aggressive. It forces him to do something, and I kind of need him to do some mistakes in order to win this game. So best case scenario for me, is killing my Raging Ravine with Fulminator Mage and blocking the Gurmagangler with the Dark Confidant. Still don't know why he didn't trade this. Don't ask me why. I don't think there's any sense. If he thinks about Bolt, there's absolutely no No way he would have blocked like this, but then again, I'm happy that he did, so I can put my Tarmogoyf 4/5 and eat again some creatures. So then again, yeah, I just Inquisition him in order to put Inquisition on the graveyard and have like a Tarmogoyf 4/5. So now I just play Brimaz and I just eat everything aside from my Dark Confidant. And well, here I might. Well, here's the thing. Um, I still dead to Figure of Destiny, so I'm kind of forced to kill the Figure of Destiny by attacking with everything. If I attack with everything, he has to jump here, double block the Tarmogoyf, or he can jump. Well, I guess that's the only line. Chomp with a Cat Soldier my Scavenging Goose, and if he wants, double block the Tarmogoyf. And then I can just simply put the Dark Confidant, eat the Figure of Destiny, eat my Tarmogoyf, having the Scavenging Goose 12/12, and then I have the problem of solving the fact that Brimaz is attacking and putting a Chomp block in play. But then again, we are kinda even, and I'm not threatened by Figure of Destiny anymore, so I can just gain some advantage with Dark Confidant and win the game. So this is kind of it's a suicide, not a champ attack, but I mean gonna trade like a Figure of Destiny for a Tarmogoyf basically, and that's what I want to do before he hits the sixth land. So uh, um, the problem is that Brimaz is making a token even by blocking, and nor the token nor Brimaz are dying in this combat, but I can't do really better than this. So I just need to trade a Figure of Destiny if I can right now. mm, Another possibility for him, and I think it would have been the best, would have been like blocking just with Brimaz. I can't kill the token. You lose the token. No, no, you lose Brimaz. I have you have one token left. I still have my Tarmogoyf. If you hit the sixth land, you can monsters the Figure of Destiny, bash for 8, say go, and then try to chump the Scavenging Goose with the token left, because otherwise you're pretty dead to my removal. So I just put Figure of Destiny as for first blocker, and then just play the Dark Confidant and say go, I guess. Yeah. So now I'm getting some damage here. 5, I guess. And he has a lot of charm blocks, but I don't need to attack. Um, and I can just leave the Dark Confidant, gave me some cards, and maybe find a removal for Brimaz and win the game. So of course I'm not gonna block here. I just need some sort of cat advantage, and I still have a couple of life to gain, like 3. So I'm at 10. Scavenger Goose is doing a pretty good job. Like he gained me already 8 life. So I'm gonna without it I would have been dead already. So yeah, I just put the ooze 13/13. I'm going back to 10. Oops, sorry, I just forgot that I had to put. Okay, so this is actually kind of good for us. We can attack right now and forcing him to lose a cat soldier. I don't remember if I attack. Hmm. This attack was weird actually. I don't know why I attacked with our confident. Maybe because I thought it would have done the same with the Gurmag Angler before. Um, but also I think to clear the way from cat soldiers. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't want to trade, which means that I have to like play a Kitchen Finks, go to 9, and maybe bolt the Brimaz post combat after damage. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. Like he attacked with um, Brimaz, I block with the Kitchen Finks, bolt end of turn, and he didn't play anything. So and I eat it with Scavenging Goose. So right now his champ here, trade one of those, go to 3, and I drew a terminate. I don't think it's good to clear the way and let him chump block. I can simply trade one of the two. Now I'm in a leading position. So if he doesn't have like a path to exile, I'm in okay shape. Also I drew like another Kitchen Finks, so more life, more creatures for me. Yeah, I decided to kill the Kitchen Finks just to try to kill me with Dark Confident. Or maybe he has like some sort of removal. I don't remember. No. Okay. So well, the game now is almost set, I guess. It's really hard for him to come back from this board. So just like play Kitchen Finks, say go. I have a terminate, and this is it. So he played terminate on Scavenging Goose a little bit too late, I would say, and yeah, draw Tarmogoyf and attack for lethal. I don't quite remember. I know he has like a bolt for it, so just play Tarmogoyf Sengo. He's at 1. There's nothing that can really happen. I thought about Damnation, but I don't think he's in his deck. So yeah, Figure of Destiny, but yeah, he's not gonna win it. So of course I can play like Terminate right away, but why not like playing Inquisition? Yeah, bolt in my face. So yeah, it's definitely the game is over. Okay, so this is it for round 1. It's been pretty long, and but I guess we went through some nice lines, and I hope you enjoyed. See you for round 2.